that's how I remember Bill Walton growing up in Eugene, Oregon.
Yes, absolutely.
That is a sweet picture. That's how he still thinks that way, too.
Robinson has had a very sound first half. Steve Smith has knocked down a couple threes. And here's Steven Jackson. Into Smith. The San Antonio Spurs are the oldest team in the NBA, and looking like it tonight. Pippen to Davis. Davis to Anderson.
Well, they're just struggling scoring. And, you know, when you're star, we talked about how someone else has to step it up. But the reason someone else has to step it up is Tim Duncan does it every night. And he's not doing it tonight for San Antonio.
Derek Anderson goes with 2 points. Johnny's got 7 in the quarter and 9 for the first half.
Well, it was a smart play on his part. The last time he tried to drive to the basket and was blocked by Duncan. That time he went to that little mid-range area and pulled up and took his shot.
San Antonio shooting 41%. Blazers shooting 47%. And a Portland foul goes on Wells for the first time.
And that's why you find a guy like Popovich liking a guy like Steven Jackson. The guy gets in there, mix it up. You know, he shoots, he goes after his ball, he gets down the court in the lanes. You know, here's a guy that creates action on a team that has a lot of size and needs the speed factor out there.
Well, we just saw the graphic right there. They're getting scoring. Jackson's got his double figures already in half. Smith has given them good production. David Robinson's got him 6 points, but Tim Duncan, that's the missing link.
The pyramid has some validity to it. Jackson, the only San Antonio player in double figures with 10. Pippen, the only Portland player in double figures with 11.
I'll tell you what else. Jackson is defending, using a lot of energy, as well as rebounding out there.
No fouls to give either way. Kerr. Splashy defense by Sabonis, who stays on Kerr. The find of Robinson. And a rebound for the Blazers, which takes us to halftime. Halftime report coming up from Atlanta, brought to you by Verizon Wireless. Well, this time a season ago, the Blazers were 15-18. Now they come in 20-13 after going through a 6-9 first month of the year. Bonzi Wells with 9 points. Let's send it over to Craig Sager.
Well, Bonzi, you guys got off to a great start despite the foul trouble by your good friend Rasheed Wallace. What adjustments did you have to make, and what did Arvydas Sabonis do for you guys?
Well, Sabonis is our big-time interior player. I mean, he's a great passer, and he had a good hook shot. So whenever Sabonis come in the game, we like to pass the ball to him down low and cut off for him, and hopefully we can get some easy layups with Sabonis good passing.
Only 35 points for the Spurs at intermission. What are you guys doing defensively?
Well, we like to crowd Tim Duncan a little bit. Whenever he get the ball, we got 2 guys kind of shallowing to him. We're trying to make them make jump shots and just with challenge jump shots. So if we continue to have that defensive principle, we should win this game.
I know, obviously, we talked about Rasheed Wallace going through a grieving period with his close friend passing away. Are you worried about him in the second half?
Oh, not at all. I mean, he had 3 fouls, but he plays good with fouls. I mean, kind of hurt him in the first half, but I'm expecting big things from him in the second half. And when he gets to rolling, our whole team start to roll.
All right, thanks a lot. Back to Kevin.
Bonzi Wells, one of the rising emerging stars in the NBA. And he and the Portland Trail Blazers on top 41-35 at halftime. Ernie Johnson, the San Antonio Spurs have not led. See if that changes in the second half as we send it to you in the Southeast.
Well, thank you very much, Kevin. Verizon Wireless halftime report from Studio A in Atlanta. When you think about it, the Spurs, with just a 12-point first quarter, still only down 6 at the break, 41-35, and Tim Duncan has done next to nothing. 3 points on 1 out of 6. Charles is
Never
here.
really
Kenny
thought
is
about
here.
it, though.
You didn't?
I mean, Kenny was working on other things in the back, getting ready for the All-Star game.
That's good. Anything you want to share with the class?
Well, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do, our coaching strategies for the Friday night celebrity game. Got a couple of secret weapons we're going to sneak out on the public. And just figuring out...
And I'm coaching against him, obviously.
That's right.
So you know what that
Man,
means.
I mean to tell you, that's a battle of wits right there.
It's Friday night at 8 o'clock Eastern time, isn't it?
Yeah, February 7th, as a matter of fact.
But I did see something.
But that's looking...
I did see something out of the corner of my eye.
Thank you very much, Kenny, for giving us
What,
some
his big
insight
forehead?
on
Yeah, that too. But I saw it.
You're such a dog. Go ahead.
You know, the size of Portland really bothers San Antonio. And what happens, they can't make those entry passes that they normally can make because Tony Parker is smaller, and you have all of their point guards and all their guards are smaller than Portland. So what happens, they can't have the same entry passes to Duncan. In turn, that's why he only has 3 points, because he can't get the ball because of the size of the guards of Portland.
Thanks for the knowledge. We appreciate that.
Out of the corner of my eye, I saw a couple things.
When we come back, they